up, everybody? Welcome back to Geek App TV. Out here in the shop with my man Yanko. And anyway, I know the last video you guys watched was of the pad, and obviously that video was super hard to put together. There was just, we were moving around non-stop, and since it was my first ever event really going to, obviously I was nervous, and I was just like, man, like, I want to be at every driver's meeting. Like, anytime they say meet up here, I got to be there. Like, and you know, you really didn't need to. I really didn't need to be like that, just because we did a lot of waiting around. But anyway, wanted to talk to you guys about this thing here. Obviously, people are like, oh my gosh, what is that? It's a 1990 LS swapped, obviously, Miata. $1990 LS swap Miata, and the car is definitely something different, and it's badass. So I'll take you guys through the car a little bit. Running an Aeromotive 5.0 brushless fuel pump, which is under that weight bag there. Kind of got it tucked away, so your CO2, stuff like that. 5 gallons of fuel cell. Why go slow, obviously. Got the Stroud chute. Got the Hoosiers with the Bellics. The car honestly looks badass. So got the Viper front fender replicas, and then the wide body kit, obviously. Anyway, coming up here to the motor, it is a 6.0 LS iron block, 4-bolt block with 6-bolt heads. We got the Brodix heads on here. We actually can run this motor up to 8,500 RPMs if we'd like. We've got some Johnson link bar lifters and some really good heavy valve springs. And like I said, we can run it up to 8,500 RPMs if we'd like. We really don't do that. You know, 7,500, 8,000. It just depends. I don't have an air shifter on this car. I've never dealt with an air shifter so far. I love just shifting this car on my own, especially just how short wheelbase and light this thing is. You know, sometimes I like shifting it a little bit sooner, depending on the surface and how the car acts. So far, that's how how I've liked it. Obviously, we might get into something where we install one, but we'll see when we get there, or when we're like, hey, we need it. So, but back to this. Anyway, we're gonna run down. Got a BTR Stage 4 camshaft in it. Like I said, got the 6-bolt heads, even though it's 4-bolt block, but we've got 1/2-inch ARP head studs. Got ID 2000 injectors, electric water pumps. Inside here, we got the PT 3000 air-to-water intercooler tucked up under the dash there. Run into our ice box here, and the car's cool, man. Like, fab work on it, just everything done. It's a very neat car. But motor internally, obviously it's built. We run a K1 crank, Texas H-beam rods, Wiseco pistons, all the good stuff. Obviously all ARP studs, this and that. We've got, let me see if I can take you guys under here. It is an IRS car, so it makes it interesting. A little bit tough to see under here, but it's braced nicely. Got an 04 Cobra built rear end in it. Got Penske 8500 shocks, single adjustable, which I would like to get some duals on here, but we're making work with these right now. see up in there as well. But it's a very, very cool, clean car. When I got this car, it was rough, to be honest with you. So the backstory on this car, it actually, most people probably know the guy out there, but it actually came from New Mexico. And then it went to another guy, and then to Kansas, and like the car's lifespan like was up here when I was out in New Mexico, and then it just kind of fell downhill, like lack of maintenance, changes, never finished changes, and like there was guys that made changes to this car. Like this car used to run a 26. It's got a 28-10-5 on it now, but they would change tires and like not trim up the body better and stuff, just stuff like that. But there was a lot of stuff, turbo wise, electrical wise, motor wise, just everything. Like wastegates had to be redone. We've done a lot to it, but the car is freaking fun. It's, you know, like I said, that was our first event out there, and we had a great time. Went 3 rounds. You know, we got a little bit lucky, obviously, but we also ran with some of the top guys. To be honest with you, in the tune-up out there in New Orleans, I only had this thing running 25 pounds of boost up top, and I know and have heard from multiple guys that were just running 40 pounds, you know, out the back, and way big difference. We're just getting used to this car. I'm super pumped to see what it has in store for us. You know, there's guys that have been doing this, and guys that I raced with have been doing this for a long time, and they were just, you know, they were impressed, and I appreciate their feedback. They're like, you guys are out here doing this, you know what I mean? Big shout out to Alan Robinson. You know, he's been doing it, definitely knows way more about this side of racing than I do. And you know, it's awesome to hear guys like that, you know, make you feel good about yourself to keep wanting to do it. And we definitely do. We're obviously, like I said, we got the car up in the air, and we're doing some stuff to it. Got to throw a higher output alternator, better amperage out alt. And then we had, for those people that did see the problem we had out on the pad, I was actually on the start line, and the car had to shut the car off because the lane next to us, the back into prep, whatever. Long story short, went to fire the car back up and it didn't fire. We've got some like electrical issues or something going to the starter. I've already looked at it a little bit, and I think I found the issue, but I'll address those later. But look at this guy, he's guilty as charged, touching his mom's detailing stuff. But like I said, the car is tons of fun. You know, we're having a great time with it. We're only looking to improve it and ourselves. I'm always looking for the next event. You know, I'm ready for the next event already. Obviously the car isn't, but those of you that watch Street Racing Channel, Tommy and Billy, they do a heck of a job putting videos and together and just filming all around. Great guys. But as you saw, Tommy in the finals, which heck of a job to him. That's awesome. That Frankenstein car is no slouch at all. It's insane. But as you saw, you know, they popped a head gasket, and you know, he's saying running up in that 40 pounds of boost area. And that is the only thing, you know, I've been thinking as well on this motor. This is a fully built motor. You know, there's guys out there that run stock bottom end motors up to 1,000, 1,200, and they last for a while. And you know, obviously this one would last for a while too, being fully built. But I hate to run this motor and eventually hurt it. So I've been thinking and potentially have plans of, you know, getting a 6-bolt block or a short block or something, and slapping our 6-bolt heads on it and doing something with it. You know, that would give us the advantage to push this car that much harder, you know, over that power range, you know, into the 1500s, and you know, up into the boost more. And you know, maybe a 6-bolt aluminum block, that'd be incredible. A little bit lighter, and get way more power down. I know this. So for those wondering, this car at 20 pounds, 20-ish area, pounds of boost, does make right at 1200 wheel. And I guess I really never addressed this. The turbo is dang near in the trunk on this thing. So obviously got this bell mouth, but down there you can see the turbo. We've got it tucked in. It's nicely covered and kind of hidden in a way besides the big trumpet behind my head in the driver's seat. And you know, we've got the piping running all the way up there, obviously to the air to water intercooler, and then through the firewall up here. It is the next day. Had some stuff come up, so I had to cut the clip short the other day. You can also tell we got some sick lettering on the windshield now. Obviously you got to name every car. This Slim Shady, the Camaro's Jack, like the little dude off Incredibles where his head catches on fire. Because if you haven't seen that thing, it shoots absolutely massive flames out of the hood. But wanted to catch you guys up on general stuff in the channel. Most of my buddies still do have cars, so we're not just going to be doing no prep stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of street stuff too. Going to meets, going to roll races, shows, you know, obviously doing some street racing at night, rolls, this and that. In Mexico, obviously, though, you know. But behind me here, this is a fully built 2019 10-speed Mustang, RPG motor, 4 Innovations fuel system, all that good stuff. But as you can tell, there is nothing on top of the motor. And over here is some pieces to what was on top. 3.0 Whipple. And let me just say, this car is a monster, and it's only going to be even better if Xavier sticks with the plan he's got for it. Some Whipple problems that happen. The 3.0 Whipple, of course, I was driving it, getting some logs. The 3.0 Whipple locked up on me, and he's not sure if he's going to throw it back on or not, just because I guess it is a common problem with those 3.0 Whipples. And he's really interested in turbos, which would be absolutely insane on this car. This thing's stupid clean. Obviously it's a little dusty from being in here for a while now, just being down. He's got these freaking insane billet specialties on here. And the car, like I said, the car is just absolutely insane. Sorry, it's hard to film, guys, when I got this 7-month-old child here. But anyway, like I said, this car is going to be a monster when it's finished up with whatever we do. Whether we throw the blower back on, turbos, single turbo, whatever it is, the car will definitely be 1,000+ horsepower street car. And Xavier kind of was afraid when I got this Miata that I think he thought I wouldn't drive this thing. And I'm telling you, even though it kind of is, kind of isn't, this thing is going to be driven all the time on the highways, streets, this and that, whatever. But besides that, if you guys haven't checked it out, the other car you've seen in the videos doing some digs, my brother's fully built 6th gen Camaro, it's absolutely insane. The car is an amazing car. It actually doesn't make as much power as everyone thinks. God, dude, this guy. Come on, give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Deal? Deal? Hey. No. 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 Anyway, like I said, my brother's 6th gen. It's fully built. It's an insane car. Actually, used to be a long time ago in the hands of Mark Carlisle. Anyone that doesn't know that name, all your Carlisle brakes, 15-inch conversions, stuff like that, that's him. We've done some stuff to the car, but it freaking moves. And hope you enjoy it all. And like I said before, remember to live fast or get gapped.